I'm Dan, and joining me today is Catherine. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, Dan. Hello, everyone.
So what's our story?
Today we're looking at an international trial.
Okay, let's hear more about this story from the BBC World Service News.
The International Court of Justice in The Hague will shortly begin hearing a case brought by the Gambia accusing Myanmar of genocide. Hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims fled Myanmar in 2017 when the Burmese army launched a bloody campaign against them. Myanmar's de facto leader Aung San Suu Kyi is in the Netherlands to lead the defense.
So, the Gambia, an African nation, is taking the nation of Myanmar to court. Now, the Gambia is accusing Myanmar of genocide against Rohingya Muslims. Genocide is the murder of large numbers of people from the same group or race or religion, in this case, the Rohingya Muslims. Now, in 2017, more than 700,000 Rohingya Muslims escaped from Myanmar. They went to Bangladesh. They were escaping attacks and alleged atrocities from the Burmese army being the Myanmar army. Now, Aung San Suu Kyi, the 1991 Nobel Peace Prize laureate and now acting leader of Myanmar, will go to the United Nations Court. She will defend Myanmar's actions.
Thank you very much for explaining. Now we've got 3 words and expressions that our viewers can use to talk about this story. What do we have for them?
Yes, we have bolsters, ray of hope, moment of reckoning.
Bolsters, ray of hope, and moment of reckoning. Can we have our first headline, please?
Yes, we will go to the Washington Post first. Suu Kyi's defense of genocide charges may shock the West, but it bolsters her status at home.
Bolsters makes something stronger. Now, isn't this something to do with pillows?
Yes, it is, Dan. If you have a couch, sofa, and you have a very large, kind of quite firm pillow, which is cylindrical in shape, like a sausage.
Like a sausage. Okay, sausage
big
pillow.
Sort of sausage pillow.
Yeah.
Quite sort of firm.
Yeah.
You put it at the end of your couch and sofa, so when you're lying on it, you don't
fall off
too low. Yeah.
Okay.
You sit quite firmly on this cushion. So a bolster, B-O-L-S-T-E-R, or bolster is an alternative pronunciation.
It. Ulster or Ulster.
O or O. Yeah. Bolster, bolster.
That's right.
Whichever way you say it, it will make you a lot firmer and more comfortable. It will support you when you're sitting on your sofa.
Yeah, or up in bed, in fact. If you're like the kind of person who likes to have 2 or 3 pillows, you can have a bolster underneath, can't you?
You can, yes.
Keep you nice. So basically, it supports you and makes you stronger, right?
Exactly that.
Okay, so this isn't a pillow, but this is the same idea in a verb.
It's the same idea. If you can bolster something, you will make it stronger. As simple as that, you will make something stronger.
So I might go to the gym to bolster my strength, for example.
Yes, exactly that.
Sorry for interrupting. Please.
No. So just looking at the headline again, it's saying that Aung San Suu Kyi is going to appear in court to defend these charges of genocide. Mm-hmm. Some people will be shocked. But at home in Myanmar, this will bolster her status. It will make her position stronger.
And apart from bolstering status, what other things can we bolster?
You can bolster someone's confidence. Mm-hmm. You can bolster morale. You can bolster someone's image, quite similar to status, but it's the way you're viewed.
Yeah.
You can bolster an army by sending more troops or equipment.
Weapons Yeah. And of course, we could bolster an industry by adding money into it, or by investing in it.
Most certainly.
Do we have any opposites, any antonyms? If we don't bolster something for strength, how can we make it weaker?
Well, if you do something that takes the strength away from something and makes it weaker, we have a really good word. It's called undermine. If you can undermine someone's confidence, you can undermine their morale, undermine their image, you can undermine an army.
Okay.
So it's a very direct antonym.
Thank you very much for that bolstered explanation of that vocabulary. Let's have our second piece then, please.
Okay, so next we are going to Arab news. Hague hearing offers ray of hope to Bangladesh's Rohingya.
Ray of hope small signal that things will improve. Now, I'm familiar with hope, but what's a ray?
Ray, R-A-Y. This is the three-word expression, ray of, O-F, and the third word, hope, H-O-P-E. A ray of hope. Let's look at ray. A ray, if you're in a dark room, Dan,
Yep.
and there's it's daylight outside,
Yep.
and there's a little hole somewhere that the light can, excuse me, come into the room from.
Okay,
you-
like a stick or like a straight piece of light.
Yes, a stripe, a beam,
Yep.
a stick of light.
Okay.
We call that piece of light a ray.
Okay,
You can talk about the sun's rays being strong all week. So a ray is a piece of light.
yes.
And
And of course, light has long been associated with hope.
exactly.
If you're in a dark room, you have no hope. You know, things are quite bad, but then you can see a piece of light and you think, oh, things are going to get better.
Exactly that. So you use the ray is a really perfect word to go with the idea of hope. A ray of hope is a kind of a piece of hope that you can see. And a ray of hope here is saying that the Rohingya people are hopeful about this hearing that's happening in The Hague.
Okay, so they have a reason, or anybody who has a ray of hope has a reason to feel hopeful
Yes.
about a particular situation.
Yes.
Okay, a bit like my my A levels.
Oh, yes. What
Yes.
happened with the A levels?
Well, when I took my exams, I didn't do very well, and I thought I hadn't made it into university. But then the university offered me a ray of hope and called me up and said, "We know you didn't get the grades, but we'd still like you to come and study with us."
They took you anyway.
I think they had extra
Wise
spaces.
decision. So I noticed you said offer. The university offered you a ray of hope.
Yes, that's the verb I would use.
Great verb. We can also use verbs like be, see, give, have, and bring.
Okay.
Either with or without a subject there. You can be a ray of hope or you can give someone a ray of hope.
How lovely. Do we have any other similar expression?
We've got a lovely expression for a very, 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 very tiny ray of hope, and we would call that a glimmer of hope. That means hope that's so small, it's still there, but it's really, really small. A glimmer of hope. G-L-I-M-M-E-R.
Okay, let's have a look at our third and final headline then, please.
Yes, Indian Express, moment of reckoning.
Moment of reckoning. Time when past mistakes or crimes must be dealt with. And I think this is the first time I've ever seen an entire piece of vocabulary and a headline exactly the same on the page.
Yes, it's a three-word headline, moment of reckoning, and that sums up this story for the readers of the Indian Express.
I'm familiar with moment, because obviously that's a piece of time, but this reckoning thing, you have to explain that one for me.
We will explain it. So, three words, moment, M-O-M-E-N-T. Second word, of, O-F. Reckoning, R-E-C-K-O-N-I-N-G. Let's look at the verb to reckon. When you reckon something, you calculate it. We can talk about if you've got a lot of numbers to add up, you can reckon the total. We can also talk about reckon meaning consider lots of different things and give an opinion.
So like I think.
Yeah.
Or I believe.
Yeah,
You can say I reckon.
Yeah, it means I think or believe something. So thinking about that idea of calculating, measuring, considering everything, a reckoning is an old-fashioned way, slightly old-fashioned way of saying making a judgment
Okay.
based on evidence. And it often means in that judgment, it's the idea of some kind of justice, an explanation, exposing the truth, laying all the facts for everybody to see.
And of course, possibly punishment as well.
Punishment, depending on what, yes, punishment, yeah.
Depending on obviously which side of the line you're on.
And whether it's needed or not. But
Yeah.
it's that day when everything comes out in the open and punishment, if necessary, is given.
And do we always say a moment of reckoning?
No, we can say a day of reckoning, a time of reckoning, but there's
Okay.
usually a time expression, time, day, moment.
Okay, well, thank you very much for explaining that. Now, before we recap our vocabulary, let's go to our social media challenge. This morning we posted the following. Which adjective means actual but not official? Is it A, de trutho, B, de facto, C, deduso, or D, de actualo? What's the answer, Catherine, and how did they do?
C is de deducio.
Did deducio?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, you're absolutely right. I misread it.
Deduso.
Deduso. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a made-up word. It's not real. What's the correct answer?
Okay, well, the correct answer was B, de facto. If something's de facto, it's actual but not official. Well done on Instagram to Farnaz Khorasani, on Facebook, Alessandra Riva, on Twitter, Madlus, and everybody else who said B, de facto.
Well done to everybody who got that right. The other three answers are, of course, not English at all. Okay, can we have a recap of the vocabulary, please, Catherine?
Yes, we had bolsters, makes something stronger. Ray of hope, a small signal that things will improve. Moment of reckoning, time when past mistakes or crimes must be dealt with.
Thank you very much for explaining that and for joining me. And thank everybody else as well for joining both of us. We will see you next time. Don't forget, we're on website and social media. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
News Review from BBC Learning English.